the algorithm and the other methodology. So with what we are going to use for uh, to apply our data science. And top of that, so as I mentioned earlier, so before applying to the data, applying to that the machine learning algorithm, then we want to get ready with the data and fine tuning the data and all other things are there. So everything we're not able to cover in the stipulated timeline. So what we have provided, and even I took lots of most of the weekends from your guys, and so today almost we are coming to the closure the session. So today I'm going to cover like the major topic that's going to be a web scraping. So web scraping, it's really a fantastic the concept in data science. I would say it's like not directly related to that data science. I would say, but anyway, when we are come across with the data science, we supposed to know that web scraping. So web scraping, how many of scraping? It's a very fantastic concept as I mentioned earlier. It's a simple thing. So what we are going to do, the web scraping is a technique employed to extract the large amount of data from the website, whereby the data is extracted and saved into the local file in your computer or any other database in the form of table, right? So this is actually very interesting concept, guys. So what we are going to do, plan to show some demo. Let's see like how it is going, how will help us today. So basically, the web scraping is nothing but taking the data, extracting the data from the web pages. So what kind of information might be there? So for example, in a web page, they might have a number of information. For example, so okay, now the COVID situation, right? So if I want to extract the COVID, the status of across the globe, right? On the web, there are so many information about like there's some statistical data and other data as well on the web. So I want to do that analysis. So each and every web page I have to go and check that data. It's really challenge. And same way, I want to create some the insight of that the specific COVID, like what is the data point. So some certain times, as I mentioned earlier, very long back, I think you can remember. So when we're dealing with the external data source or internal data source for creating a data science, so that is a basic data source for data science, basically. Okay. So on top of that, from outside, external means like generally what we are thinking of all the data going to be in the form of um, flat files or Excel files, or it's going to be your database, or it's going to be audio, video files, kind of stuff. Yes, correct. But if I if I copy and pasting 100 images to the shared folder, so the system can pick it up and do the analysis and getting the answer. That's fine. And I'm placing that 100 Excel files or 100 CSV files, 100 text files or 1000 text files and my shared folder. So I can pick up the files one by one. I can read the data and I can do all the analysis. I can apply that. That's different issue. But I don't have anything in my. I don't have. I'm not depending on any data source. Means any physical file on the share folder. But at the same time, I want to get the data, real-time data, or like from online data, to get the data and extract the data. And I want to do that. I want to like what is that? Extract the data. What are the information we need? I want to extract those information from that specific page, and I want to create I want to do some studies and applying and creating a kind of data set kind of stuff in physical file, and then doing my analysis. It's a kind of process nothing but web scraping process. So in the web scraping process, mostly what we are used to do, we are going to create like a small the application. So the application, what it used to do, it there might be like querying the web pages, specific web page relevant to some specific web pages. Then when requesting the passing that web page URL to the to into the application, then internally what the content in available in it's not actually this is not actually anything with respect to like it's not what is that security related data. We are not going to looting the security related data, but sometime the website itself like the restricted from the web scraping. So why I'm telling. because if I want to get the complete price details from Amazon or complete price details of the Flipkart. So what I can do, I want to do the comparison. I want to do the comparison study, and I want to do the prediction study. I'm started some new business. In the business, actually, I want to do um, uh, the best price to the customer. So in the case, what I can do, I'm asking my team, okay, guys, go back and check what is the price for a specific the item. Let's say I have a small okay, mini laptop or mini tab or mobile, whatever it is, any model. So so what I'm doing, so I can get the date. Like I'm asking my team, go and check that all the Amazon site, Flipkart, and the Snapdeal, and any other, like, and even eBay. So all other website, go and search and get out of the data. Basically, what they will do, they'll go and individual people go and analyze that the website, and they'll extract the information. They maybe note it on some notepad, or else like in system itself they create a small documentation in that, then they can note down all that information. Then finally they'll send across to see, for example, I'm the product owner, I'm running my website, I'm selling some product. So what I used to do, like I'm assigning some tasks to my employees. Mostly they are going to be my business analyst kind of stuff. Okay, so they'll go and extract the data, and they'll give in the form of the document. Then I'll ask someone to consolidate all the documentation and ask him to prepare a neat chart of what exactly the comparison, what is it, which in for specific item, um, uh, how much price with respect to Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, and etc., etc., etc. And I can compare what are the features each provider is providing, all the features. So I'll consolidate the report I can create manually, and I can view that. That based on that, I can design my web application. Then ask my team to sell this product for this price. The quality wise should be good, and price wise should be considerable and reasonable amount. And I want to reach out my customer. This is how generally we used to do that. Basically saying, but now what they're doing, instead of extracting the data manually, the business analyst to extract the data from the website, they writing a small piece of application, but it's a kind of ocean kind of application might be there, because actually volume wise is going to be a big development to be there. Web scraping development is going to be very big, huge. Um, what is that? I would say it's a group of team will be there. So what they will do, the team will use to develop the application. The application, in the case, we have to pass the URL, right? We have to pass the URL manually or dynamically. Then internally, so we are going to use that the web page. We are going to connect the web page directly, and we are going to extract that HTML source file, and then we're doing all the data massaging, and where we want to get the data, all the things will be extracted, and those things has been stored in the form of Excel file or CSV file, or else in the form of XML file, JSON, anything. But it's going to be a structured format. Okay, then this is going to be a structured format. So that is a very much beautiful things in web scraping process. It's one of the very interesting topic when I come across with the web scraping in data science, when I started doing my data science program under like 4 5 years back. But it's a really powerful one, because for example, the Twitter, already told you guys, like a Twitter, for example, if I'm tweeting something like that, like the COVID situation about in Chennai or Madurai, what I'm creating COVID ash tag for Madurai, at Madurai, and COVID situation at Chennai. So I'm creating the two different tags, hashtags. So I'm keep on giving the inputs, and the people might follow that. They can tag, or they can tweet anything on that. But at the same time, I want to understand whether the specific the hashtag item, what is the, how many people they are the tweeting, and what is their mindset, what they're feeling, and they're providing any data point, anything. So all the things I can extract, and I can create some case study kind of stuff, right? So the kind of purpose actually we can use the what the web scraping process. So generally what they are doing, so email social media scrapping, that's what I've said now. And sometime you want to extract the email address of gathering or creating online online meeting, online sales and all everything, we can do that. As I said, the price comparison. So if you want to if you want to deploy some product on the web, so what we can do, we can compare so manually or dynamically or manually we can feed that the URL, and the URL will take that the date the application, the program will take the URL and go and hit that specific target URL as I mentioned here. Okay, so here it will go the request, and then what will happen, all the data has been like scrapped by using a web application scrapping methodology. I will say what I specified in my program. Then what area I want to extract, and all those things information will be extracted, and that it has been passed into the Excel sheet or XML sheet. Okay, so and research and development as well, that as I mentioned earlier. So this is the overall picture about the web scraping process, and you can make it as like a name as like screening or web data extraction or web harvesting, something like that. So you can ask me where easily I can go and get the data. Yes, you can go and get the data easily. Well, so now I'm putting Wikipedia. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, you're able to see my screen, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, so English. Yeah. So this is my simple Wikipedia page. So how we can pass this? For example, if I'm passing this URL, what URL I used to pass, in the URL I used to pass https en.wikipedia.org and wiki main page. So when I give this specific URL in my application, and I want to extract the list of languages in like a page means, so I can pass this value. So after this value, I want to go through what are the languages in it, right? So these are the language we have. What we have a Wikipedia in the across the globe. So I want to extract the details. So that is your task. Let's say. So what you will do? How you can do? That is simple. So first of all, you are passing the value, right? Passing the value, and then we need to go to that view page source. Here I'm showing new page source. There I can usually like passing the value, and I need to highlight which tag, which HTML tag I need to go and hit the data, and I want to apply here. Got it? See here, this is the view. View like any web pages, it has their own view page. So don't bother about that. Okay, this will give the picture about that. So view source code. So once the view source code comes up, this is actually manually I'm showing that, but programmatically we're not going to open view core source and all. Like directly we're passing the URL, and there's a parsing methods are there. So you have to parse that, looping that, and you can find out the specific HTML tag, searching by using a searching HTML tag, and then you can extract the data. So in my case, If you want to extract means what I can do, any peculiar things are there. Mhm. Ah, so if I'm going back to this one, mm, wait, this is search, Control F. Actually, I'm searching the content in my HTML page. This is HTML page. Hope you understand this one, right? Control F. I'm doing. Not getting this one. I don't know. Guys, were able to hear me, or else I'm lost.
Yes,
So
sir.
able.
Sorry, is everything's fine?
So
Yeah.
sir, everything is fine, sir. We are able to see the HTML
Okay.
page
Okay, madam.
also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because actually, I'm making like a Control F here. Cool. It's not okay. Right. See, here I am there. So these are the pages I want to extract. The list of languages means the thing starts from Arabic. So I need to touch bases with this specific tag and the class tag and any other attributes means I need to go ahead and find this one. So once I located, and then I need to find out the title, searching that, and it's a very simple like the JavaScript kind of code, but not directly JavaScript. It's going to be exactly to locate that specific location by referring the tags. It's a very simple. Okay, sometimes it's really big challenge, but sometimes most of the time it's very easily directly you go and hit to the language tag, and you need to specify the class and everything. So this one, the class and the title and language means automatically you can go and to the location. You can extract all the data from this website, and you can pass back to my application. I can save the data for my reference or doing any other analysis. Okay, so this is the basic thing like how we are doing the web scraping. Even if they want to like hiding the what is that, this is a kind of looting the data, but you can tell me like, okay, so we are taking the data without any permission. Yes, agree, but in some certain case it's not in a problem, illegal, because like everybody know each other, so they'll open that source. So the view source, since we able to see the view source, we can get the data using the application as well. And this is one of the beautiful the AI application. And recently we have that testing applications called AI path. Okay, sorry, UI path and RPA. So both thing is going to be leading that world by using mostly websites happen in UK. They used to take all the data point, and we can proceed with that. Okay, and the web scraping is also known as screen scraping and web data extraction and harvesting. Okay, right. So as I mentioned earlier, it could be the security violence, yeah, sometime, but the way you have to approach that one, we need to get the approval from the owner of the website. That's very important. Or else sometime it could be like open to everyone. Anybody can scrap the data. You can anybody get the data. But so far, actually, we didn't get any issues because there might be a challenges. Customer might be there. So what they will do, they have some mutual understanding. Since the view code, you're not able to restrict that in a front end in a browser, so that no other go. But in that they have what they will highlight. what are their achievement, they achieved something like that, the text will be there, they'll extract the data and they can do that. Okay, let's see the source for web scraping. The source for the web scraping is going to be a website and company information and data of chart and RSS field, HTML and the social media feed. That's what actually people used to say, don't give your personal information over the Facebook. So if you keep on giving a personal face information in on the personal Facebook, there was a lots of issues in the around the world, because you guys are making the pictures. The picture I took that picture morning. Some people actually are crazy about that. I wake up 7 o'clock. I am brushing now, so I'm eating now. I'm going out now. I'm purchasing my bag now. I'm going here. I'm going there, and I'm going back to my home. I'm going to have the dinner here, and finally they used to say yes, bye, good night. So what will happen? End of the day, all the data, whatever they recorded, it can be knowing or unknowingly, like it can be like looted by someone, right? But certainly this web scraping is not for more, what is that, looting the data. We are going to take the data from the view source code only, not we are going to hacking some system and getting into the database and taking all the data, then playing with them. No, not like that. Okay, don't take it in that sense as well. That's the reason actually this guy is threatening. So we'll find the data and we'll scan with the data. Okay, right. So in the web scraping, so we have some certain steps are there. As I mentioned earlier, it's going to be, first of all, we are going to pass the URL, what you want to scrap, and dynamically, if you want to do the URL means, easily you can develop that. That's a simple web application you can develop. In the web application, what you can do, so you can pass the URL. Okay, and then yeah, the application will take the URL and will do all the process. So here, first thing, passing the URL to the web page scrapping, and then inspecting the web page. Whether it's inspecting web page is nothing but the given URL is a valid or not. If it is valid, then only we are starting able to extract the data. So there is a second step, and finding the data I want to extract. So if you want to extract, as I told in language. A language in Wikipedia, we have a language portion. So there I want to extract the data. So I have located somewhere like UL and lime, and there might have some naming convention over here. So from that only, from by using that only, they'll able to extract the data. Let me show this one again. Okay, this is available the right left corner, completely all the languages. Okay, even you can in the middle, you can understanding to get the list of data, easily we can allow it. Otherwise, if you are going to take this data, you can ask me, Shanta might be like, it's going to be only the list of item in the web scraping only we're going to use, or else it's going to be bunch of information I can extract and can do the any analysis. Yes, that is nothing but your text classification analysis. In the big web pages, in number of web pages, what they will do, they'll go and take the data. So if, for example, if I extracting this data, let's say example, what they will do, they will take they will do the NLP analysis. That is nothing but natural language processing. In the natural language processing, what they will do, they have some stop words. There is some reserved words, which is a collection of reserved words, which is available in English. So those things they won't check. What they will do after extract the data, that is different part of work. But anyway, as interested, I'm telling now you guys. Okay, so what that will do, that application will extract this content, complete content. That is also the way of doing the extracting the data. Okay, so here what they will do, they used to call the word kind of stop words. Yes, yeah, the, in, of, in, the, and the small prepositions, the conjunctions, what they will do, they will use as a stop word. So extracting this the paragraph and passing the value into that the variable the method, then extracting notice that ignoring all these swap words and extracting the relevant data and store into the table, and they will do all the data massaging. Then finally they'll get it in the form of row and column combination. But if you're going with this list of language, it's going to be what? It's a straightforward language. What is the language? Tamil, English, Hindi, Urdu, Malayalam, Kannada, whatever it is. So they will highlight that. So we'll extract that. For example, I'm saying. But if it's going to extracting the paragraph kind of stuff, what they will do, they want to pick up the specific um, words and specific sentimental analysis. For example, I want I have I tweet something on the web. Some people very they respond back to the very happy. Some people it made it say sad. Some people say it's a very it's okay fine kind of stuff. Some people say it's a useless something like that. So all those information I can extract and I can make the things are gets to work. 1 minute. My neighbor beta, we can play around that. That's what actually the step which mentioning instructing the page and find the data you want to extract. So as I mentioned, what are the data you want to find out? So we can go and find out the data. But first of all, what you're supposed to do after you want to do this thing, you want to make sure this is this kind of the view source. Then we want to find out where this is available. So now you can know, okay, li, and it's going to be a tag, it's as a div tag, and other details also we need to identify, and we can develop the application such a way. And writing the code is something about extracting the code, and after that extract the data. We want to store it in the format of either excel file or csv file, or else we can save it into the where in our database. That's the actually procedure. So how we can implement all these things? So in Python, it's a robust language, as we have studied so many things, and probably even you know so many things about the Python. But in the Python, we can use that different libraries. That's a fantastic one. Is a beautiful soap. The beautiful soap is one of the library. It used in Python to extract the XML and HTML, all the document. You can extract the data from that the website, and you can create a flat file and you can save it on that. And again, we have Selenium as well, but that mostly we are using beautiful soap. And the other way around, we need to request the data, and we can have the scrappy use case, scrappy libraries also is a very famous one. Okay, this is nothing but the web scraping, how we are doing, and which API we are using. Any questions here?